The following is a presentation of the Wildcat Sports Network.
Hello everyone and welcome to Cat Chat, where we talk about everything LC athletics with the coaches and in this case player of LC. I'm Richard Tiverville, Sports Information Director here at Louisiana College, and we're glad to have the head coach of the Louisiana College softball team, Barry Roberts, and the first baseman for your Lady Cats, Desiree Squires. Coach and Desiree, thank you for joining us here today.
Thank you, Richard. Thank you.
And your season is now well underway. You're actually going to get conference started this weekend, but through a good portion of your non-conference schedule, coming off of a weekend in Alabama where you played 5 games and then 2 really tough home games against the Central Methodist team. Just talk about what you've seen throughout these first few weeks. A good, nice comeback in your season opener against Millsaps, and then in this past weekend.
Yep. The good thing so far is our kids are battle tested, and I think that's going to prove, if it doesn't beat us mentally, it's going to prove very, very good for us down the stretch because we have a very young team. I think we've got 3 seniors and maybe 3 juniors, and then the rest are freshmen and sophomores. And what this has done is taken those freshmen and kind of shown them what softball at this level is going to look like for them. And I've truly have, and I'm not just throwing out cliches here, I've seen a lot of growth in that group. And as long as that group's growing, the team is going to be growing, and I think we're ready for conference play. We have faced some of the best Division III and NAIA teams in the nation, not just here locally, but in the nation. And like I said, we've seen great hitters. We've played against great defenses. We've seen great pitching. So we're prepared for what the American Southwest has got to run at us now, I think.
And you kind of got to look at your future yesterday with the doubleheader against Central Methodist, a really good, talented NAIA squad, and about the move to NAIA starting next year, and then you have a couple of games coming up against LSUA, who will be a conference opponent starting next year. Just talk about what you saw from an NAIA talent standpoint, because you've scrimmaged against LSUA, and then you had a couple of games against Central Methodist yesterday where you saw really good pitching.
Yeah, those teams are very good, and obviously you don't have to look far into the record books to see how good some of these teams in the conference that we play in currently are, and we have that next game mentality, and our kids' focus, our coaching staff focus is on McMurray. But we will be, in the future, we will be facing great teams in the NAIA. We'll face great teams this season in NCAA Division III. So that's kind of the mentality we're taking is next game first. So that's where we're at.
Now, you started this season with a doubleheader home sweep against Millsaps, and our special guest today, Desiree Squires, was a big part of a comeback in Game 1 and was named Hitter of the Week following that doubleheader win against Millsaps. And then this past weekend, her actions or her play and your play, Desiree, in Alabama won you a 2nd straight ASC East Division Hitter of the Week award. So congratulations on that. Just talk about your off season and trying to get better from your sophomore to now your junior year, and just trying to get the COVID situation played out in my mind because with the whole extra year of eligibility. But it seems a lot of, I've heard nothing, as they've talked about these 2 Hitter of the Week awards, all I've heard about is the hard work you've put in over the summer to try and get to be a better hitter.
Right. I tell people all the time I really don't think I have an off season. And playing collegiately in softball, you can't have an off season because no one has an off season. Everyone goes out, and whether they're playing or not, they're working just as hard as if they were playing. So I just always strive to, anytime I know that we have a game coming up, I just always strive to know that my preparation is going to lead me to success. And that's what I do in the off season and in season. I strive to know that my preparation is going to lead me to success in these games. And softball is a humbling sport. It's very, very humbling. I learned that my freshman year. I came in here real hot thinking that I was going to, shock some people my freshman year, and I actually was the one that ended up getting shocked a little bit by how good Division III softball actually is. So I had to learn that you have to prepare to be successful, and you have to work hard, and you have to enjoy the hard work time and the grind that comes before the time you get to play. So that's just the biggest motivator for me.
And then now talk about that first weekend against Millsaps. Got down, I believe it was 6-0 was the score, and you were one of the key cogs that got the offense started and rolled to that comeback win. So just talk about that first game and then taking that momentum into game 2 where y'all got a big lead and held on to sweep that doubleheader.
Well, obviously it felt great to be back on the softball field. It had been a long time. COVID shut us down, and we just wanted to come out hot. And we had a little bit of revenge to get after with Millsaps. They beat us both games last year, and we just wanted to kind of show, all right, we're back in it now. We're back. So we got down, and I was like, I went in the dugout and I said, we got to get something started. And I can't take even half the credit for that comeback. 2 hits is like, okay, but the RBIs is what won us that game. And my teammates did an excellent job of getting on base, putting themselves in scoring position, stringing hits together. And without them, that game doesn't get won. Without them, we don't jump out to an early lead in the second game and end up winning that one either.
And then this past weekend, tough 5 games in Alabama, but you still had a good showing for yourself. Just talk about what you were seeing in those 5 games against a nationally ranked Birmingham Southern team, and then you played 2 against Huntingdon, and Mount St. Joseph was one, and then Piedmont being the other team.
Well, those teams were all very dominant pitching-wise. We talked about it in the dugout. Those teams are probably going to be in the top tier of the pitching we're going to see. They're definitely kind of representative of the pitching we're going to see in Division III of the top in our conference. And so with teams like that, you just have to take advantage of mistakes. You have to make them make mistakes. You have to see a lot of pitches, and you have to put the ball in play. And you just have to hope that you put it in. You put it in place where someone can't get to it. And that's really the biggest thing. I think that is what led me to the success that I did have that weekend. Is you put the ball in play and you just put it in a gap somewhere. It doesn't have to be. You don't have to elevate it. You just got to string singles together and move runners and score runners.
By the way, you had your first home run of the season. I believe it was in the Mount St. Joseph game. Mm-hmm. And so, obviously, congratulations on that first home run obviously COVID shut y'all down last year, so you didn't have as much of a chance to hit one as you did other years, but first one since 2019 that you've had a home run, so I'm sure you were happy to get that one.
Yeah, I'm not much of an elevating hitter. I don't try to elevate pitches a lot. I try to stay very linear, stay level, and hit one hard. That one just happened to go over the fence. She gave me an inside pitch, and I took advantage of it. We were sitting on first pitch strikes, and she made the mistake of pitching a first pitch strike kind of middle in and a little bit high. Got my hands on it well, and it just, long fly ball that happened to go over that fence. So.
And then, Coach, we'll talk about the end of the first day and beginning of the second day in Hoover. You had games against Huntington to end day 1 and start day 2. Day 1 didn't go very well for the Lady Cats, but came back game 2 and got a different revenge because you lost out 8-0 in 5 innings on Saturday, come back Sunday morning, beat them 8-0 in 5 innings.
All of this, Richard, has been a true progression. We came through. We had a great fall. Started the spring off pretty good, and literally it had been 14 days since we stepped on a softball field, saw a pitch, fielded a ground ball, saw a fly ball off the bat. It had been 14 days because of weather and NCAA rules regarding days off and that kind of thing when we played on Friday. And we went out on Friday, and in all honesty, it looked like it had been 14 days. We had some routine plays that we did not make. Our timing was not good at the plate. Our pitching was not sharp. Then Saturday, we came out. Things started to get a little bit better in those 2 games on Saturday. We did lose to Huntington on Saturday, and then we came back out on Sunday. And by far the best 2 games we played over the course of the weekend were the 2 on Sunday. The win against Huntington and the loss to Mount St. Joseph, who the last time we had an NCAA tournament, they were the national runner-up to Texas Lutheran. Very good program, very well coached teams. So that progression, even in the losses, you see us making better plays. In the Sunday game against Huntington, we turned a 6-4-3 and a 4-6-3 in back-to-back innings. I don't think we made an error in that game. We hit the ball in that game. Our pitching was better in that game. So that progression got better and better and better. And then we ran into this buzzsaw yesterday that was on a little bit different level pitching-wise. But still, we played pretty good defense. And they hit the ball on us, and their pitchers were very dominant.
And you still had some pretty good plays made during yesterday's game.
Absolutely.
I know Alyssa made a pretty good play at short, and then you turned at least 2 double plays I can remember off the top of my head. One was a fly ball that was caught out in right field, in foul ground in right field, and then you caught someone trying to tag and score on them, which was a very good play. And then you turned I believe it was a 4-6-3 during yesterday's game that ended an inning that could have really gotten away from you.
Yep.
So, yeah, yesterday was a rough one, but I think that's one that's going to help grow the team. And you still saw some good play.
The difference in Friday at Birmingham Southern, which Birmingham Southern is ranked, we beat Louisiana College on Friday. No discredit to Coach Kimbrell and her crew at Birmingham Southern, but Louisiana College beat Louisiana College on Friday. Yesterday, Central Methodist beat Louisiana College. We did not give the games away. We played pretty solid. They were just that much better than us yesterday.
And now you look ahead to McMurray, who I believe has not played a game yet this year.
They've had everything so far has been canceled.
So
got to be frustrating.
But but they're going to be coming in here. They're going to be excited to get their season underway. Just talk about what you expect to see from.
First of all, they bring in a very, very well coached, fundamentally sound team with a lot of experience. A lot of times when you look at Division III rosters, there's a lot of turnover. From year to year, rosters essentially changing almost the whole roster. That's quite the opposite for McMurray. They've got all but one of their pitchers, basically everybody's back off of a very good hitting team, team that showed very good defense, and their pitching staff was very deep. Now they lost their number 1 pitcher to graduation. I think she's helping with the coaching staff now, but they bring in a very experienced team, a very well coached team, and a team that was probably on the cusp of making a little bit of noise last year that nobody expected them to make. I felt like they were the best team we played last year. And that was the last series before. In fact, we got word coming back, I think, that they were shutting the season down. And that was the best team we played last year.
And then Desiree, kind of the same question. What do you expect to see from a player's point of view when you go hit the field on Friday and Saturday against McMurray?
Well, there's gonna be some revenge to be had with McMurray too. They whooped us pretty bad last year, so we're gonna come out there and we're gonna scrap and fight. And we're gonna make them work for a win. But we know they're gonna be some stiff competition. We know their pitchers are probably gonna be, again, top tier of what we're gonna see. So we're just gonna be looking to put balls in a gap, put balls through the infield, hit some singles through the infield, not do too much, just score some runners, make it easy on ourselves, make it easy on our pitchers, provide run support for them, and just play clean defense.
And now, so with that in mind, now we're going to kind of get to know you, Desiree, a little bit. And we were talking yesterday while we were getting our own little COVID testing, because that's all part of procedure. You told me you had a very interesting connection with a certain classic country artist that you would love the people at home to know.
Oh, yeah. Well, Richard, I told you yesterday my favorite singer was Conway Twitty, but I was thinking about it, and it's now become a toss-up between Conway Twitty and Johnny Cash. But I have to give the lean to Conway Twitty because we have the same birthday. So, but those two make up a lot. I collect vinyl records, and those two make up a large portion of my vinyl record collection, and I'm very proud of that. So,
can't go wrong with that old classic country.
No.
That's a very good genre of music to enjoy. But any other fun facts that the people at home would like to know about Desiree Squires?
Oh, gosh. I have a lot of... I'm very superstitious. Coach Barry kind of thinks it's a little bit odd, but I clean my cleats before every game. I take a toothbrush, and I scrub them down. Those white things got to be white. I polish them before every game. That's just a little thing for me, you know. If you look good, you feel good, and if you feel good, you play good. So that's a big thing for me.
And then walkout music. What was your selections and why?
Well, one of my selections was going to be Get Rhythm by Johnny Cash, but I got talked out of it. So I decided to go with Waiting on the Bus by ZZ Top and Keep Your Hands to Yourself by the Georgia Satellites, which I haven't heard the Georgia Satellites yet. So I'm looking to hear that one this weekend.
Well, hopefully you get that chance, and with a lot of at-bat opportunities this Saturday. And Coach, I know that you're excited to get back on the field again and try and get a couple of wins and start ASC play really fast.
We got a fun group. Every day is fun to go out there and be around them and work with them. And you know, yesterday after 2 losses, I got kids out there taking batting practice on their own. They want it. They want it, and they'll get it.
That's good. Always good to hear.
Yep.
So, Coach, thank you for joining us. Desiree, congratulations on your now 2-time Hitter of the Week honor in the ASC East Division, and hope to make it many more this season. And we want to thank you all for watching Cat Chat today. Schedule for the softball team this weekend. Doubleheader on Friday at 2 o'clock. We are watching weather concerns, but right now everything is as it's scheduled. 2 o'clock on Saturday at Wildcat Park. You can come out and enjoy 50% capacity at Wildcat Park this season due to COVID-19 considerations.
10 a.m. on Saturday.
And then 10 a.m. on Saturday. Early first pitch on Saturday because it is a very, very long day of Wildcat athletics. You can come out, start your day with softball at 10 a.m., then head over to Wildcat Field at 1 o'clock for football, and then both men's and women's soccer at home on Saturday. So a very full day on Saturday. So a lot to happen at Louisiana College this weekend. Friday, you have the 2 o'clock doubleheader, and then as soon as that game ends, you can head over to HOS Fieldhouse, where the volleyball team will be playing a doubleheader against East Texas Baptist as well. So we hope to see you there at all those events. Very full weekend here at Louisiana College. So once again, thank you, Coach Roberts. Thank you, Desiree Squires. And we hope to see you next time here on Cat Chat. I'm Richard Tiberville. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the Louisiana College Athletics YouTube account. And go to lcwildcats.net and lccatshop.com. Thank you again for watching us, and have a good day.